Good afternoon, everyone. We are so fired up. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is it, team, guys. We are on the go, and this is a Q&A, guys. Fired up.
Guys, this is going to be our first Q&A. We don't want anyone left behind, so we're offering a question and answer for everyone on This Is It team, and we're feeling how it goes. If we have a lot of people that have questions, a lot of people that need information, we're going to continue to do these, but we're going to at least start right now to make sure right out of Rise Up that we can get everybody some great information if they have any questions at all. Personally, I believe that everything is going to be set. They know everything they need to know, but start chatting, start sending questions right now. I'm going to go over a couple things real quick right out of the gate that maybe can help. Maybe there's some of the questions people might have, because boy, did we have a convention last weekend. Was it off the chart?
It was absolutely incredible.
So I'm going to take and share a couple things that I wanted to make sure that I covered, to make sure, look, a couple highlights from last weekend. First of all, we're going to be doing these on the go. I got to stop the share because maybe I got the wrong slide deck up or something here. I don't know what happened. Hold on. Tuesday. This is it right here. Share.
All right.
Okay. Let's just eliminate go back a second. Maybe here we go. Okay. So every single Tuesday, we're going to be doing these. We're starting right now. This is the first one. Next week, we know Sarah and Devin Robinson are going to be doing it. You can just click that QR code. Well, these are the on the go. Gina was mentioning this earlier. This is our on the go podcast. Now it's on, I just saw it on Amazon. It's amazing. The Kendall Weldon is being dropped today. So Danny and Diane McDaniel was last Tuesday, Kendall Weldon. So when you're on the go, you're going to be able to listen to these incredible leaders that created the fastest growing team, not only in Lifeway, but the entire industry. What a blessing for free that these people are going to share with you. Talking about Rise Up, which was amazing. And I love Gina here reaching over the deck, high-fiving Carrie Robertson's mom, encouraging her, which just before she got the patch, the X39 patch, she was giving up on life. And her entire life turned around the minute this patch was put on her. What a blessing. And look at her face. Was live in Las Vegas. If you weren't there, you needed to be there. I know it's a virtual event, but being part of the fire online is great. But being in the fire was a whole different ball game. And I will tell you that it is amazing how powerful being at the event. We've got our next level coming up in Orlando. You should already have your tickets, so you get them at the discounted price. Again, here we are at the Rise Up event. You can see our goal is to put 1 million people on our team in 2025. Everybody is on fire.
And it will happen. It will happen.
I just saw Hiram and Maida posting it on their page. They say they're going to be a huge part of the Latino team, bringing 1 million people in. Merritt was there talking about the new changes that are going to happening to have more people make money in the compensation enhancement changes that are coming along. So 30% of the people that are not making money on your team will be making money the minute this starts, and that's going to help your team to stay focused and zoned in, which is exciting. David Schmidt spoke. He beamed in from Denmark. Man, what an incredible message. I will give you the takeaway that I want you to make sure you hear this. The biggest takeaway of the entire weekend probably is what he told us. He said, everybody, he was talking about This Is It team and the way that we're all building the business. And he said, by far, there is nobody even close to what's going on. You're the #1 team. He said, I don't know what any other teams are thinking. I'm not going to bring up their names. I don't want to mention their names. I just want to let you know and let any one of them know, if they happen to be sneaking on our team call, that the only thing that anyone should be talking about is X39. Anyone talking about an Ice Wave patch, an Eon patch, any other patches in LifeWave are slowing their business down. They should be only talking about X39 and opportunity, and the people that are doing that are exploding their business. I hope you heard what I just said. The man that invented all the other patches said, do not talk about another patch. And the hard part about LifeWave, it's been around for 20 years, so there's a lot of people with 20 years of mistakes, and they didn't have the momentum that we have. And I'm going to explain to you the proof of what he just said and what's happening in a quick second. These are just quick takeaways that I had. There he is there again. giving us Star Wars, or I'm sorry, the Star Trek sign, beam me up, Scotty. You can get the Rise Up event still on This Is It Convention. Hit the QR code or just go thisisitconvention.com/rise up.
So that is the full replay from the 2 days that you get for $155, I believe it is, but you can just go to thisisitconvention.com/rise up to actually buy the replay.
And if you buy, I was just told by our daughter Mia that when you buy the ticket today, you will get a full 45-day replay. We're showing from this date. We're showing our prospects and they're saying, oh my gosh, this is in 6K. The blessing is that you still have it available, that you can learn like 15 hours of training that we put our hearts into. This was the second biggest takeaway that I had myself from the event at Rise Up. And here's what it is. Geraldo Dorelli, East Coast sales manager, friend to all of us, one of the hardest workers in LifeWave after David and Meredith. He wanted to tell everyone, I love how he goes down and digs deep to find out This Is It facts. Here's what he found out. Comparing This Is It team to everybody else in LifeWave, the global top income earners, the top 50 in all of LifeWave around the world, 1 of every 3 is on This Is It team. So if you're wanting to understand what David was saying, if that is really what's going in, you promote X39, you talk about opportunity in the same breath, and then you point to the system, 1 of every 3 are top income earners. The top enrollers out of the top 50 in the entire world of LifeWave, 3 of every 5 are from This Is It team. And if you understand the snowball effect that's happening right now, this is going to be 4 out of 5. Who knows if it goes to 5 out of 5?
Yep, exactly.
Okay. The global top rank advancements in the entire company of the top 50 people that are hitting new rank advancements, 2 of every 3 are on This Is It team, following this system of only X39 opportunity and pointing them into the system that we have. This is part of the system, is Q&A. This is the next level event. If you're not there, you don't understand how powerful these are. It's the most important thing you could possibly do to grow your business, not just you be there. You must have a number as to how many people will be attending on your team, and you want to go for it every bit you got. Start now, because the pricing is so much cheaper. Instead of $700 for one person, it's going to be $800. From $970, it's going to be $1,255. We're going to have to up the prices very shortly because of the production cost. The cost of putting on an event like this is off the chart. So make sure that you get your ticket and you promote to other people. It will be a sellout. It will be wild. And this is including your hotel, the event, and you have the Saturday evening banquet that we're going to have. It's going to be off the chart. If you've seen any one of our events, you know that we will deliver and your team will explode. When you have them there, they have to be there. Just like being a flight attendant, you have to learn how to be a flight attendant like Gina was. Just like being an accountant, you got to go to accounting school. Just like Kathy Firestone mentioned on her spoke that her and Carl had to go to Subway University to learn how to grow their business. That's what Subway does, but it's required. Here's not required. It's totally up to you if you want to be part of this explosion that we just showed you. That Geraldo,
and if you want to get a room with 4 people, which I would highly encourage you, you would put your name on all 4 of the lines. And then as you fill your room, we can change the name to the person that will be sharing a room with you. So I would highly encourage you to do that. And my kids will do that for free, guys. So it's just another added thing for you. And when you do register, it's literally like a deposit you're putting down. You don't have to pay for the entire 4-person room if your goal is to fill a room of 4.
Okay, we're on the platform. This is part of the platform, the Q&A. Make sure you go there. I want to people have been asked a couple questions, so this is a good answer for everybody right now. The main goal for the training platform, the This Is It training platform, and here's some of the dashboard, is the second link, which is the onboarding section. It's different than what's on This Is It Team, because onboarding really isn't just back office. It's everything your newest person needs to get out of the blocks fast. So what they do is you have a few questions on a few videos on how to enroll somebody. Then what's the pro strategy? How do you talk to people? Then we go into the how to go manager, which is important, and then what's the 2020 structure vision to build the business. So everything that you need to know, with a little bit of a test at the end so they know exactly what they got it, they understood it. But that's the most important thing right now. All it really is that it's taking the entire ThisIsItTeam.com website and putting it in more of a methodical way for your newest person to get out of the blocks fast. And they can do these throughout within their first couple days in the business. They can get through all those videos. Some are only a 2-minute, 3-minute video. Some of them are a little bit longer, but we want them to have the information they need. It's right there. Now, we were going to be tweaking it. We're going to make it better, but it is incredible what we have. I love the fact that whoever signed up, thousands of you already are signed up, are going to get an email every day. You can copy and paste who's going to be doing the speaking. It's a day ahead of time. So you get to know who's going to have who's going to speak tomorrow. Right. And then you can copy and paste to your team very simply with the information that you get. The on the go, we already spoke about that. Kendall should have already been dropped right now. So take a look at her. Here's how you connect with us. Just use that QR code or go to thisisitteam.com/connect, and we can get you the emails. And the text will be coming soon. We're waiting to get everyone gathered for the text to be restarted. To get yourself the order pads that Gina has, to get yourself banners, to get yourself anything that we're using to build our business, which we have got tons of applications. I moved to a different table. I don't have all my applications here, but we just been signing people up personally. Okay. Are we back on? How we doing? There's 142 people on. Let's see how we're doing. Okay, we're back. We might have missed a little bit. I'm not sure where we ended. Did we freeze at a certain spot that we were talking? Let's take a couple questions. Okay. Well, those are coming up. Oh, can you straight into school? Let's go back to school is what they're saying. Okay, well, let me just go back to it. Okay, I think this is the Tuesday. Perfect. Right, go. Okay. So let me just go here. Again, Dr. Tony Smith is going to be speaking tomorrow. So make sure you got that. Going back, I'm not sure if you caught the next level, but let's just go back to here. Make sure you've got your ticket for next level. We're not clowning around. We're not, we're just letting everyone know, if you want to be part of the event to event program and strategy, that is the number one most important thing you need to understand to build a solid network and duplicate yourself. That is why the Geraldo stats that we have right here are off the chart. Yeah. Out of the top income earners, 1 of every 3 are from This Is It Team. Out of the top enrollers of all the company in LifeWave, 3 of every 5 from the This Is It Team. Guys, did you understand that we've only been doing this for 30 months and the entire people that we're going against have done it for 20 years? 20 years. Now think about this. We're 1 of 3, 3 of 5. And if all the top rank, now this isn't just small rank, top rank advancements, 2 of every 3 come from This Is It Team. Plug into what we're doing. There is nothing more powerful than the strategy. And again, I know I don't have a full screen because I'm just trying to give you information quickly because we want to get to the questions, but you cannot pass up being at next level in Orlando, August 8th through the 10th. It is going to be the biggest thing you possibly could plug your team in to. And the pricing is so incredible right now. So we don't want anyone to miss this. Tell them again what you said.
So again, real quick, if you want to fill a person 4 room with 4 of your team members, your brand partners, listen, you would just put your name on every single line. till you get them filled in, and you would buy the 4-person package. Again, you just put a deposit down. You don't have to pay for the entire thing. So I would put Gina Merritt, Gina Merritt, Gina Merritt, Gina Merritt on each of the persons in that 4-bedroom, 4-person room. And then as you sell that spot for your room to be joining you, then you will change over the name. My kids will do that for you. But listen, it's a very smart idea, because as the prices go up, you are just going to be filling your room with your team. So it really is a smart thing to do. Okay.
I just was telling Nate a couple things here. I want to go over this because this is a big question many people are calling us on. So I want to make sure that you understand this. Okay, when it comes to our new training platform, it is a school platform, but we just call it the This Is It Team training platform. That's all simple it is.
Yeah.
Reason why we have this, main reason is to make it more streamlined, to teach your newest person so they know right where to go. So if you haven't enrolled, click this QR code so that you can get enrolled. And then this is the dashboard, and it's already been updated since this slide was made. But the first one is just me and Gina welcoming everybody to the training platform. The second one is onboarding. That is your most important spot that you should be looking at. It is for the newest person. Now, if you haven't done it, make sure you go through it. You might want to do it again because it doesn't hurt to get refreshed. But this onboarding is different than what's on our ThisIsItTeam.com section, because that's onboarding there is all back office, but that's really not what onboarding is. Onboarding is to get the newest person everything they need to know to succeed. So what do I mean by that? They need to know a little bit about how to enroll. They need to know what the pro strategy is. So these videos are right in there. They just click through that. How to go manager. Then they have the PDF on how to structure their manager. What's the 20 right, 20 left vision? So that which is the only strategy that turned this LifeWave business upside down. Nobody taught this before This Is It Team. So all this information from all your team leaders are on the onboarding with a little bit of a quiz so that they really made sure they understood what we were talking about. That's the number one thing. All the rest are things that are right on the ThisIsItTeam.com. It is a lot more streamlined. We will be getting better and better, but the most important thing is for your newest person to get up to speed. So that is why you want the school. There is like some leaderboard things that we're tweaking and everything, but the main focus is to get to work and build your business. We're not really so concerned about where you are in the leaderboard. We're more concerned about you winning and succeeding. That's why we're on here today. And then what I love about the calendar is that when you're part of school, every single day you get an email that you can copy paste and send that information to your newest prospect. So me and Gina, we have all these new prospects and new people that are signing up on our team. So we have to help them and work with them. And I pray that you've got new people signing up on your team, because we can't find anyone. I had a couple call me early this morning from their house that we've been prospect. We just met at a restaurant the other night. Yep. And we met them through another friend who's been helping us do stuff around our house. And they are so on fire about building the business. So this is the easiest thing you're ever going to do. You just got to open your mouth, and maybe you're talking too much. Start learning and listening from all these platforms that we have to get you up to speed. The on the go is the best way to learn as well. You've got Danny and Diane, who did an amazing job last week. If you haven't listened to it, listen to it. Kendall Weldon, her podcast just got dropped today. So this is a way for you to be on the go and get this in your head, get this going, get this moving. Gina and I didn't have none of this. We had nothing. We just started talking, holding up this patch and talking to people. So you've got so many tools to win and succeed. We didn't know this was going to be the #1 momentum company in the entire industry. Now you know. Blessing is nobody knows about it. When you go to your grocery store, all of us always wear the patch behind our neck or somewhere we could see it. If you don't see a patch on anyone, it's wide open everywhere. It's exciting what we got our hands on. So do we have any questions, or should I keep going?
Okay, let's see.
If you want to connect with us, make sure you get to use this QR code to get on our email and our text, which will start again soon. We haven't started them up.
Okay, anybody has any questions, go ahead and throw them up there, guys, in the chat.
Let's talk about our store.
With you guys.
Our store, you can get our order forms, which Gina and I, we only use our order forms, and you could get them in you got to get them in a little bit of a stock for your entire team. So it's not very much. I think it's like about 5 pads that you got to get. You got to get like a good number of order forms. I don't know why this keeps clicking. But anyways, and the banners, you want to look sharp when you're at your I've been seeing many people doing in-person events, which I encourage you to do. Take responsibility. It's your team, and you do them like one-on-ones with your friends that are new, or your new people like we are doing. Then you do them at their house, and that's the way. Just go house to house to house. Don't try to rent out buildings and everything. It's just too expensive and it's not duplicatable. Let your upline, who can afford more, making more money, do some bigger meetings when the time is right. We all know. But I will say, Gina and I did 99.9% of our meetings have been done on a Zoom since we started. We're more people. You know that. You're just in Rise Up, hugging, loving, shaking hands with everybody. Okay. But this is it. Go ahead.
So, hey, we got a question. I love this. So we got from, I believe it is Tansen Boone. Can you introduce yourself? Perfect. Yes. We're originally from West Palm Beach, Florida. We are now in Utah. And we've been married for almost going on 39 years. I'm retired from Delta Airlines as a flight attendant. Steve is retired pro water skier. We got into network marketing about 36 years ago. It has completely changed our life. Guys, just exciting. He's showing you the Rise Up Cup. So things are happening in LifeWave like crazy. We've got 4 kids, 36, 34, 31, 28. We've got 7 grandkids from the ages of 10 to 4 months old. What a blessing, guys. I'm telling you, this LifeWave and X39 is a total game changer. So Steve and I have been sharing LifeWave and the X39 patch for 30 months, and we feel like we are just getting started.
Somebody asked, are we opening up Brazil soon? That's not on the radar right now, but there's many Brazilians, as you know, that live throughout all of America, and they're very sharp people. In fact, we met a gentleman yesterday in Park City, and he's excited. We're going to be talking to him and his wife. But they live here in America. So there's many Brazilians that live throughout America. I would encourage you to talk to them, because when we do open Brazil, we will be having 10, 20,000 people signed up in America, and then we'll all call home together, and it'll be explosive. And the same numbers that we just shared you is going to happen in Brazil, but it's not open quite yet. We're open in Mexico right now, and then they're thinking about Colombia being the next country, but we don't know yet. But I love the fact that when I started, I really wanted Brazil to be open because I have a lot of friends there, but it wasn't on. But I love the fact that we can be part of opening the South and Central America countries. It's going to be exciting.
Yeah. Okay. So the next question is, can you review the benefits of the maintenance kits for brand partners?
Okay, the benefits of the maintenance kits is to make sure that you don't go off auto ship and you help your team stay on auto ship. We did have a incredible training at This Is It. Rise Up, by my sister-in-law, Sandy Marr. So you can go back and watch her replay to give you the exact stats and the numbers of the savings and everything you get from that. I don't have that all memorized. I just make sure that I promote the maintenance packs to my team, because now 6 months, if you're on my team and I say, hey, get yourself the maintenance pack, you get a much better deal on the product, and you've got 6 months of being on subscription now covered, and you don't have to worry about going out of qualification and losing the points that you have, and of course the income. So it's very important to get on the maintenance packs. All you need to do is just go to your back office shop, click packages or maintenance packages, and they'll help you go on that. We can give you a little more detail on exactly how to do it, but if you just go to Sandy's talk at Rise Up on the replay, which we told you to make sure you've got, all the details, way more than what I'm going to be able to give you in 2 minutes here online would be, but they are important to have so your team, and promote to your team so they do not go off auto ship, or they don't miss the points.
Yeah.
Is it free? Is it free one subscription? I don't know what that is.
Okay. What do you say when you call back for the follow-up and there is no answer?
Okay, I don't know if they're saying that nobody answers the phone. I would just say, hey, it was great talking to you. I'd like to leave some kind of a voice message, even in a text voice message.
And they're asking also, the same person, what do you say when you get a voicemail?
Yeah, voice message. Just say, hey, it was great talking to you. As you know, we're on to something big. everyone that you speak with. And again, you don't put this on social media, you only are talking in person, but it's all about stem cells when you're talking to people in person or even on their phone, as long as you're not putting it on social media. It's our government. There's nothing that I can do about that, but we can talk to people any way we want privately saying, hey, we've got this product that reactivates your very own stem cells. I mean, your brain stem cells are going dormant and we want them active. Now, it's up to them if they want it, but I just let them know that we're onto something big. Remember, when I do speak to somebody, I always lead with the X39, but right away I'm saying, hey, because here's my line. I've got this unique technology that can reactivate your own stem cells. Did you know your stem cells are going dormant? No, nobody knows. So I tell everyone that their brain, their liver, their heart, their kidney, their skin, every organ in your body is made up of stem cells. It's going dormant. And this is the only technology that we've got that reactivates them, because nobody knows that their stem cells are going dormant and everyone needs it. It screams opportunity. Yeah. There's a huge business opportunity to it. Then I send them, this is it, info in a text, and I send them how to sign up, whether I use the order form, which I like to send, tell them to print it out, fill it out, take a picture, text me back, and I tell them exactly how many sleeves they need. No less than 5, better yet, the premium, and on 2-sleeve subscription. So when I follow up with somebody, first of all, when I talk to them in person, or if I'm on the phone with them, they hear it in my voice that I am going to do it with or without them. Yeah. If they get left behind, nothing I can do about it. So I'm already starting the follow up in my eyes and in my voice. And then I always am telling them how to sign up. So my follow-up is, I need your order form because we're putting people in and I don't want you to miss out of the people we are putting in. It's got nothing to do with talking about diseases or sickness. I don't even talk about this, and I never get any questions on that. So I hope that helps you a little bit on the follow-up. But there are a lot of follow-up tips on ThisIsItTeam.com.
Okay, someone's asking if the Vision this Saturday is going to have a replay. That's corporate. So that would be something that you would reach out to corporate. I don't know if they have a replay or not. Yeah. Cynthia Sawyer, the biggest takeaway, this is a team about the X39 and the opportunity.
So, I think I already told my 2 biggest takeaways was David Schmidt saying only talk about X39. He doesn't know why anyone would talk about Ice Wave or the Eon or any of the other patches that he invented. He doesn't know why anyone would slow their business down by not only talking about X39 and the opportunity in the same conversation like I just said. So I thought that was my biggest takeaway. And then Geraldo saying that in the top people of out of all of the LifeWave business, the top income earners, enrollers, and rank advancements are like, some of them are 2 out of 3 are from the LifeWave, from the This Is It system leadership training. So don't miss what's going on. And part of that training is building from event to event from our team events. You must be at the team events if you are going to win and succeed in a big way. That's a very huge strategy. So.
Okay, Joanne Weary, do you always get prospects to fill out the form, and do you keep the files? No, you shred the files. Once somebody fills out the form, you've enrolled them in the system, you would shred that order form. So
but we almost, I would say 89%, 90%, we use the form.
I would say
occasionally there might be somebody internationally or somebody that only, younger generation might just want to use a link. They do. But for us, we always, at least I send the form because they can print it out and look at it when they're filling out their link. So it's very helpful to have this. And when you send this from This Is It team, it comes on their screen that big.
Classic. That big. Yeah.
So they can see. I just sent them the form.
And in 30 months, I don't think we've had maybe one person say, listen, I don't want to send you the form. Everyone sends the form through text or email. So that is not an issue at all. And we do shred our forms. Okay, Ron Castro, this says January 19th was the discount date. Is it extended at all? That would be for
I just heard today that they're extending it, so that's a yes. Good, go for it. I don't know how long, but go for it.
Okay. Someone's asking about the science. When I started, I was told people on chemo or any anti-rejection meds, can you use the X39? Now, I've had people, they do say if you are getting chemo or anything like that, any kind of treatment like that, you want to just focus on getting that treatment done and not wear the X39 patch. But I have had many, many, many people wear the patch when they are also getting chemo. So it's up to the person. Again,
Somebody asked me,
David Schmidt says it does not rebuild any of the bad cells. It's in one of his interviews on This Is It info. I believe it is on there. It's probably either the second video or third video on there, but he does answer that question.
Okay, we have somebody that does say, is it good to address the science? Is it good to address the science? I do address the science. I talk about stem cells when I'm in person, but I've never do a social media post. You can see if you ever watch us, we're just having fun. We're not being any serious. You could post a patch. You could, say, hey, I'm onto something big and let them get with you. What I like to do is all the people you kind of know, send a message privately to the people and tell them to call you. I'm onto something big. Gina, get back to me. Here's my cell phone. That's what I do. So when if it's too late to call people in my time zone, now I'm going on online and I'm going to start messaging some people, not many, 5 to 10 a day to get that I know that I might not have their phone number. Maybe somebody from high school, somebody from people that I met from as being a pro athlete for all the years. But I do say, hey, we're onto something that reactivates your own stem cells. That's all we talk about. They're going dormant. Nobody knows that. Everybody needs it. Nobody knows about the X39, and that's why it's a huge opportunity. So within 1 minute, they already know that it's an incredible technology and it's a huge business opportunity because nobody knows about it. Because realistically, the only people that are going to promote it with you are the ones that want to take it serious like a business. Somebody that selfishly wants to wear the patch is not going to promote it. And that's why the company was like 20 million for about 17 years, because Merritt did her own research and said the people. Okay, go ahead.
Are you finished?
But it's okay.
Okay. The next question: where is the best video to introduce the business opportunity to someone?
Okay. The best thing that we have is, first of all, This Is It info is the best place to get people to do their research. But remember what I said, I always send them how to sign up, because I don't want people to because then your follow-up always has to be about the X39. I want to follow up them that, hey, look, we already knew that you have your stem cells reactivated. Here's your order form. And now I'm only talking about getting them signed up. I'm not talking about the patch, the product right now anymore, only about them. They said they want to make money. Let's get you signed up. As far as an opportunity video, I like the one that Gina and I did for 15 minutes. Better yet, Brooke Robinson did one that's only 9 or 10 minutes. So they're right on the YouTube channel. Just look for them on the YouTube channel and you can have them. Maybe we'll make them in an easier spot to put them, and we're going to get some other people to do them, like Danny and Diane, Andy and Mandy, Matt and Kim Curtis. We'll get some other people to do it, Renita and Scott. We'll get them all to do it in a short one. But of course, the 30-minute ones, the 45-minute ones that we've been doing, the replays, you can send those. I mean, they've signed up to those opportunity Zooms that we've been doing for 30 months, have created the fastest growing team in the entire industry. So use the stuff that works as a replay, but there's nothing better than putting them on. Like tomorrow night is going to be Tony Smith, an SPD, a doctor. It's going to be off the chart at 8 o'clock Eastern time.
Okay, next question. How is This Is It info to be used on social media?
Okay, I never use This Is It info. I just want to give you a heads up. Do not put This Is It info on social media. I'll give you a heads up. Because of our government, they don't want anyone to get their hopes up. So you could never, ever tell people about how a product works or how much money you can make. So you only use, if you put This Is It info on social media, you don't have an answer to give them when they say, give me some more information. You've laid everything out for them. Okay. And you're putting us all at risk, because realistically, what the government wants us to have is a blank page about how much money can be made, and a blank page on what you can say about your product. That's why there's no information on lifewave.com. So be a student to learn and build it properly. We would never put This Is It info on our social media, because you don't know what every compliance is different. You can't say anything. There can't be any testimonies, nothing. So I would say to you, please do not put, because you're going to end up getting shut down. They're not going to shut us down. They're going to shut you down. And then you got to go back to the company and talk to them. It takes forever. So please do not say stem cells on social media. You don't say a disease. Do not say anything like that. Just Keep the curiosity approach, and then you talk to them in person and text to them personally so you have that info for them.
Okay, so the next question, Nikki, I am struggling to find new brand partners. I have patch people taking their info, then they never respond to me. I have reached out to everyone. Ideas. Okay, first of all, I didn't get a testimony for 6 weeks, so I don't do a lot of patching. I do a talking, and I talk very briefly on the X39. I never, ever, ever say X39 when I'm out meeting people. I never, ever, ever say LifeWave. I give them ThisIsItInfo.com, and I make sure that we swap numbers. If the person lets me put a patch on them right then, I do. I don't give them samples because why? Because I didn't get a testimony for 6 weeks. So I don't want them to take the patch for 3 days expecting a miracle, and the miracle didn't happen. So that is just one of my things I do. I talk very shortly about the patch, what it does, what happens.
Can you give him your line real quick? Because she's not really saying the same thing you do. When you meet somebody, say you met a friend or met somebody new.
Absolutely. So yesterday we're out and about, and I'm like, gosh, you're such a hard worker. You would be great in my business.
Wait, stop. She just said, the first thing she said, you'd be great in my business. You never even talked about
When
the
you
patch.
said stop, you scared
Okay.
me.
And then she says, look at, they'll say, well, what do you do? And she say, we're promoting this stem cell reactivation patch. Look at it, it's right on my neck. It's so non-threatening because we're wearing it.
Yeah.
But you see how Mike Hernandez, many people, they lead with the business because we're really looking for people.
Yeah.
Now, I'm leading with the technology because everyone knows my personality. I'm not a good conversation starter like Gina or Mike Hernandez or Matt Curtis, but I will say that my only focus now is to see if you start talking, do you see an interest? Do you want to make money? That's
Right.
my only zone in, because nobody wearing the patch for being selfish reasons isn't going to promote it. So I'm only looking for the person. Now, of course, if they really see what I'm talking, they'll understand they need to wear it for their own health benefits. But make sure that you heard what she just said. She makes a friend and says, you'd be great in my business.
And just a couple more things. So as you're meeting people and you're prospecting, there's several things that are very, very important. When someone looks at you, do you look like professional? So first of all, is your hair combed nice? Girls, you got a little tiny bit of makeup on, or put some lips color on? Are you dressed sharp? I mean, people are going to look at that. Do you have nice breath? I mean, these are things that seem like absolutely ridiculous, but your first impression is your impression. So you got to like look sharp. You got to play the role like you dress like you are the owner of the company.
Right.
Boom.
As a
like
matter
it
of
is
fact,
your big business.
a
It is a multi-million-dollar business.
Another thing too is don't talk too much. Keep it very
Absolutely.
tight. We
Sometimes us girls can just carry on, and you talk the person into the business, then you talk them right out of the business. So remember, you share, you talk to the person, you're offering something to them. I always offer the opportunity. I don't offer, this amazing patch is going to transform your body. I don't do any of that. I just say, this is a huge opportunity. I mean, we are literally 20 minutes from the corporate office and no one knows about it.
Yeah. And by the way, most of the people, including us, that hit the ranks very quickly use the people that they had in their cell phone. When you meet somebody new, even the people we're meeting, none of them know who we are. So it's going to take time to, even if they sign up right away, to know and build a relationship. Your gold mine is in your phone, in your Rolodex, in your computer. Make sure you are, and you might not have said what Gina just said. Maybe you talked only about the patch. You get to go back and call every single one and say, oh my gosh, I didn't realize what had my hands on. I totally messed up. This is the biggest opportunity I've ever seen in my life, and turn it around, because we're seeing more people are praying for opportunity than this wellness kick that people think everyone's on. Nobody's really on a wellness kick. Nobody's jogging. Nobody's running. When they start, they're more praying for their families' finances than they are their health.
Okay, we've been talking 38 minutes, so I think we keep going, or do we stop? Janice wants to know how to open my business in another country. Well, first of all, I wouldn't be worrying about opening up another country till you are at a rank in the life wave that you, the money is big. That's just me personally, because once you open up and you start sponsoring people in another country, normally you got to help them.
Yeah.
So you can help them on Zooms, but they're going to want to see you live in person. So that's just one of my things.
And I'll tell you
that I
another
would
thing
be
though,
careful.
but you can open up, in another country, you just start talking to people.
Yeah.
If they want to get in, it's the same conversation. Maybe you got a cousin that lives in another country, sign them up, let's go. Then you want to help them go manager. It's very simple.
Gregory is asking, when will Brazil be opening? We have no idea when Brazil is opening. He was just using it as an example. Can I have my children 10, 22 years old on my social media post about the X39 that is okay per LifeWave?
Hold on a second. Remember what Gina said. She never says X39 or LifeWave, because now they're going to Google it. They're going to, remember, LifeWave is doing their best. They have an entire team of attorneys taking people down from these dumping sites like eBay or whatever, but that's not going to stop. You can only get them as fast as you can. So when you say X39 or LifeWave, they can Google and do whatever they want to do. You want to keep them curious. So your kids need to keep it curious. They need to be on and listening. Kendall did a fantastic job at Rise Up, telling everyone to keep it curious. Don't give everybody everything you know. That's why I'm saying you put This Is It info on the page. You got nothing to send them when they say, send me some info.
Right. Okay, here's a good one here, and maybe this one will be our last one. And guys, listen, this is every Tuesday, this Q&A. We're not going to get through every single one.
Right.
And unfortunately, maybe Steve and I talk too long on the answers because we want to make sure that you get the answer and that you're clear on it. So make sure that you have, well, I know I'm going to get better at it, but
you're already good at it.
I keep elbowing him. Go on. Okay. Can you go over the actual steps to making manager from your new brand partner? Do you do three-way calls with their friends? Do you send them info, then call them back?
Yeah. Well, take responsibility of every person you sponsor. Remember, three ways. If you have to make the phone call for them and have them on the call, or they have a relationship with the people to call and put you on, yes, of course. You do Zoom calls. Verdita Monk does an incredible job on many of our trainings on how to launch your business on This Is It Team. You can watch her tell you how she does Zoom calls to get people, a new person, everyone they possibly could get on the Zoom, and then she goes through the presentation and helps them sign their people up to go manager. So yeah, you take responsibility. I love that question.
Real quick, I'm gonna cut you off because we need to get moving. And this is something that we did the other day. So we signed up the plumber that's here at the house. Okay. He is 36 years old. He's married, has one child. She's in kindergarten, so she's probably around 7 years old. And literally what we did with him, when we signed him up, he got the advanced package. Great guy. We said, your goal is as fast as you can. We gave him 1. We gave him 2. We gave him 3. And we gave him 4. Okay? Steve told him he was in the kitchen. His name is Cutler. He gave him 4 enrollment forms. And Cutler just literally, because he's working full time, went and got all of his 4 friends, the top 4 friends, and brought them back to Steve.
And then I typed them in.
So if you want to break a manager fast, that is how you do it.
And what's interesting,
I love these forms, and he carried them back. On his lunch break, he would come over here. After work, when he was done with work, he would drop the forms off. I'm telling you what, this kid is a go-getter.
Yeah.
And I believe that he already hit manager in, probably like 3 or 4 days. He is
Another thing too is that I led him to the new training platform, told him to watch those videos. And because I can only peck and type people in, he said, can I have 2 of them forms back because you're taking too long to type them in? And he typed in his own people. Yeah. So you see, when you guide them and lead them where, and they see you're trying, but they see that my problem is I can't type very fast, then they at least they know what to do, and then they take ownership, and now they want to pass you up. That is what you're looking for. Plug him into the opportunity.
And he doesn't know anything. No. Like he's just sharing the opportunity, saying, hey, guys, we got a gold mine. Are you with me or not? Yeah. And he's literally getting these people to enroll. Okay, our very last question. And then remember, next Tuesday is the same thing. We are going to have Devin and Sarah Robinson. It's going to be incredible. And it's a Q&A. So have your questions ready. Try to keep your questions as short as you can so we can get through more. And if you're on time, you'll already hear maybe your question that you've had written. So make sure that you don't ask the same question. But we'll work on that. It's getting better and better. But here's a question someone asked, and I think this is valuable to end this for today. What is the difference between school This Is It Team School or on the go.
Okay. Well, first of all, ThisIsItTeam.com is very similar to the school, but the school has got it more streamlined. So your newest person doesn't have to go through the whole website to find. Okay. Right now, the number one thing that we have for you on the school platform is the onboarding section for your new person. Just get them watching that and you watch it. All the rest are exactly what's on This Is It Team, but at least you have everything organized. Like, okay, the Advantage tab is on This Is It Team and it's on the training platform. What do I like about the Advantage tab? Someone might say, how does the adhesive work? You just go there and you could copy and paste David Schmidt explaining what the adhesive is. Okay. Ask you, hey, if somebody doesn't get a quick result on X39, what do you say? It tells you what Dr. Tony Smith and David Schmidt tell you what to tell them. Any question you might have is on the Advantage tab. It's to give you an advantage to build your business more than anyone else has. And obviously the stats have shown from Geraldo and Rise Up, they're winning. Now you said about On the Go. On the Go is a podcast of the training of all of This Is It Team leaders. So it's a smorgasbord of information every single week to give you what you need to stay motivated, to stay inspired, and then a little bit of, like just today, this little Q&A. Maybe there's one thing I said or Gina said, how she says, hey, you'd be great at my business. Doesn't even talk about the patch. Maybe there's one thing that you might want to try different that can change your entire business around and you start collecting apps like we do. So we know one thing, that it is going to happen. You just got to make sure that you're plugged in and your time is coming. Be patient with yourself. Are you reading the book of the month? Are you learning to be relatable? Are you listening? Are you doing something every day to move your business forward? And it will happen.
So guys, we just came out of Rise Up convention in Las Vegas. It was 500 were live. The rest was virtual. We still have those tickets that are for sale. You can go to ThisIsItConvention.com and you can purchase the Rise Up replay for $155, I believe it is. It is so worth it, guys. I'm telling you, the teaching on that. A lot of your questions that you're asking are totally on this Rise Up replay. So I would encourage you for that price for you to get that, because you want to have all your questions answered so you can move faster through the ranks and get your business, off to a fast level. So our next convention is Next Level. That is in Orlando, Florida. We did have to switch the date per David Schmidt. He has an event that he wanted us to all attend. So our new convention date is August through the 10th. Anyone that had purchased the other, I believe it was the 18th through the 19th, that your ticket was automatically transferred over and we sent you an email. And if there was any issues, we'll refund your money. But again, the price will go up for Next Level. So make sure you get that. And remember, we have Devin and Sarah next week on the Q&A. And can you also, Steve, tell them how to sign up for school and how to sign up for On the Go?
Okay, I think,
and we're closing out.
I think we just had our team that's helping you with the chat give you the information on how to sign up for school, but here's the QR code.
On YouTube, so they need to hear it.
Well, here's the QR code. I can only just, this is the QR code.
We do have a QR code, guys, right here. You just snap that. And that is for the school. This Is It Team training school site.
And we're putting the tab on the This Is It Team site because people have been asking me a lot about the school. We're doing our best to get everything, the information for you up to speed. Remember, coming tomorrow night, I just want to make sure I don't want anyone to miss that Dr. Tony Smith, who's an SPD, did an incredible interview. We're going to get that information to you soon. But it's on the Rise Up. So you watch that for the next 45 days. Everybody's watching the Rise Up there. But he is going to be speaking on the Zoom and the YouTube at 8 o'clock Eastern time tomorrow night. So make sure you put your prospects on. Every person I've ever put on with Dr. Tony Smith has signed up from his
he is so professional
opportunity presentation.
He does a great job.
Thursday, we have Harry Rignoni, and he's going to tear it up.
Espanol.
Somebody did ask, is there Spanish material? Yes. Go to ThisIsItInfo. Okay, there's Spanish. Somebody can put in the chat. I think it's .es. So for Spanish, but there's Spanish material for every one of our websites is Spanish. So it's ThisIsIt.es. So ThisIsItInfo.es and ThisIsItTeam.es is in Spanish. I didn't have that slide because But that's a very good question. My brother and sister-in-law, who are serial entrepreneurs, will crush it on Friday at noon. So make sure you're on there. And then we're going to be all watching the Vision Conference on Saturday. For the training. We're not going to have ours, just so you know. So it's been great sharing with every one of you today. I think we got a lot of questions answered. I think this is very important, very informative. We don't want anyone in 2025 will be the biggest record month in all of LifeWave. And again, I want to share this because this is so important for you to see, that you need to put it in your mind, in your heart, because this will happen, and we want you to have a big part of it. 1 million people are going to get enrolled on This Is It Team. You saw the stats. You saw what we're doing. It will happen. How many people? This is for your goal for the new year. You should say, even if you're manager, with the next week, minimum 2 weeks, will you go manager again? The number one most important thing you could do in your LifeWave business to get the momentum happening is to put new people in, because that creates momentum, excitement, gives you more a belief of what's going on, and it helps you with the people you've already enrolled. So you're going to go manager again, even if you're a manager. Second, how many people by the end of the year will you have on your team? Write that goal down, put it on your mirror. You're running for it. We've already got our number, 1 million. We're at 300,000. We got a long way to go. Only way to get there is to help you get close as we can to 1 million. Then the next goal is, how many people will you have at the most important thing that you could possibly plug into in your LifeWave business at the next level? You should have a goal, how many you will have attending, because that represents how many duplicatable franchise type businesses of your LifeWave business is going to duplicate from there. They usually do not duplicate if they're not at the next level. So you need to take this and understand you got to all the way to August to get that number, but you have to set the number or you don't know how many you're going to have.
That's right. So, hey guys, it has been a pleasure being with you today. Remember, next Tuesday is Sarah and Devin Robinson. Have your questions ready. And we're excited about launching this. And again, we're Steve and Gina Merritt coming to you from Heber City, Utah, guys. What a blessing. And remember,
this is it.